that's actually a big question, so I'm going to try and condense it. Artists need feedback. You need to know if you're going in the right direction, almost at all levels as an artist. Aside from getting the feedback of, am I heading in the right direction, being able to connect with executives in the business, maybe not even just record labels, but producers, attorneys, the fabric of the business, managers, anybody that can help you to take your craft to the next level. Artists are going to be able to find those people on Avenue AR. They're going to be able to submit your music and maybe might end up in the hands of somebody completely different. Like maybe it's going to be a sync agent or a publisher as opposed to I'm going for this record label deal or a manager. You never really 100% know because of the way the platform is set up that even if the guy who actually listens to your music isn't the guy to sign you, it's still possible that somebody else can listen to that and go, ooh, what were you thinking? And that's the beauty of it all. And that's how it's going to really, really benefit the average artist. The average artist has to grow, and they have to grow their team, and they have to be heard. And this is the avenue to get heard. How else are you going to get a record label guy to listen to it or even have a shot at it? This is the way. It starts out by weeding out a lot of the things that will waste your time. And it helps to possibly introduce you to something or someone or an artist in maybe a region that you don't have any access to yourself. That's something that you find out that this guy's popping off in Washington, Pennsylvania. You would never even know if you hadn't heard it. Now you can not just hear it, but see what they're doing. This guy's got 250,000 Instagram followers, and he got 10,000 of them last week. He's now climbing on the Spotify charts. He's now got 250,000 monthly listeners. He's in the bubble up area and whatnot. And he's got a song that's a full-on hit. Now as an A&R guy, as a sync agent, as a publisher, you have something that you can work with. You can hopefully use his music and help him to get to where he's trying to go. Everybody wins. Win-win. I've been in the industry about 35 years. Yeah, I started even before then, 6 years old. I started playing music. By 16 years old, I was in my first group playing with the Tramps. And ever since then, I've been a professional musician. Okay, so I started a management company back in 2000. That was my first, I'd say, music company that I worked for that wasn't a band. I worked for disc makers. Disc makers purchased CD Baby. I did some work for CD Baby. They purchased Merchly. I worked for Merchly, designing, selling merch, marketing, and I consult with people. People write books in UCLA, USC, places like that. Finding qualified. Working at disc makers, I hear hundreds of records every month. So there's a lot of people making music, but it's not a lot of really good stuff. It'd be great to have that filter so that by the time it gets to me, I know it's not complete garbage, because I actually believe that a lot of really, really great music is unique, and maybe a lot of normal people might not get it right away. It may need some development, So being able to just pick from a pool that's already somewhat vetted is pretty amazing. One person coming to me who has something that they think is good and listening to that. I guess that is a team, so to say, but they're not my team. And that's the difference. If, having your own team that's listening and looking for stuff, it was much better. I'd see far more talent, and I'd sign far more people if I could find people who were just qualified. Oh, I'm so looking forward to this. I'm so looking forward to hearing the music. I am really looking for the next big thing. I guess we could all say that. And that's the gamble and the risk that we take being in the music business, because we believe we can see it when it happens. And so I'm excited to be able to fish through the pool of good music and as much of it as I possibly can handle every day, to find, the next 3 or 4 or 5 people that I'm going to sign. I mean, I don't have time to just manage everybody. No one does. So I am super picky about the people who I really want to work with. I have to believe that they can make it, and they have to believe that they can make it. So it's the music, and then it's the artist. Is this artist truly dedicated to the cause? I mean, you can't be quitting after like 6 months if things don't work out, because sometimes it takes a while. I think it takes at least 2 years to know if you've really got it, because we're somewhere in 2 years. So having A&R and having other A&R people, as well as myself, be able to listen to things and determine whether it makes sense for me or for somebody else even, I'm super excited about that. Of course. I mean, it takes a team of people. I mean, every part of the team is important. Like the songwriters, the most important thing is going to be the song at the end of the day, because the song is going to have legs. It could last for, I don't know, 3-4 months, and then everybody forgets about it. Or it could be a song that lasts forever. And it's the soundtrack of your life. As you get older, you're still listening to that same song, because it's part of everything of who you are. And it could be the writers, it could be the producers, it could be maybe the drummer, or in Motown's case, the bass player. Like James Jamerson was, iconic to the sound of Motown. You couldn't have all of those records without him. So it takes a whole team. It's everybody. And strangely enough, I say it's whatever it actually works, whatever makes it work, without forcing anything. Oh, wow. It's funny because I only got a chance to see the presentation. And the first person I saw on the presentation was Jeff Fenster. And Fenster actually signed Major Majah, my artist, to Warner Brothers early on. I went through some of the people that I saw who were there. I mean, the quality's high. And all these people have been tastemakers for a very long time. They've literally curated the soundtrack of my life. So it's high quality.